So welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing very fine. I think there's a lot of traffic on this side of the lane today. Let me actually see. I can't see from here, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. Actually, weather is pretty good today. It's not that bad. I'm actually wearing formals to the office. So I think a lot of people have asked, if I get a bike or if you get a super bike, how can you ride to the office? And this is how, I'm wearing gear. I'm just wearing gloves, by the way. I'm not wearing full gear. Gloves and helmet, that's it. And the weather is very good. Like, it's really good. That's why I just decided I'll take the bike today. In winter, I think every day except when it rains. Like, if you want to challenge yourself, you can go during the rain also. I mean, it's going to be fun, but you'll be reach your office fully wet. That's the only thing. It's actually very cold. So morning traffic, guys, you have to be a bit careful, because morning traffic is when everyone is a bit on their cranky side. Like, look at this guy, he's like slowly sliding into my lane. Alright, so I have an agenda for today's vlog, okay? We're gonna be talking about defensive driving in Dubai. I know there are a lot of people who are just getting licensed, who are planning to get a bike license. They're all looking at my videos, and I thought, why not make a video about helping people how it is easier, or how to make it easier for them to drive in Dubai. So that's what today's video is going to be about. First thing I want to talk about is, always remember, do not be in someone's blind spot. Like, you might be zoned out, you might be just driving thinking everything's going to be alright, but always assume that everyone else is an idiot and they will turn into you. Okay? If you assume that and you drive, then you take the responsibility of being safe on you. You don't say, oh, that guy's driving bad. And that's why, look at this guy, he came so close to me, and when I looked at him, he went back. Another thing is, driving slow does not mean you're driving safe. In order to drive safe, you have to remain faster than the average speed of all the cars. If you are driving slower than the average speed of all the cars, you're actually putting yourself more at risk than anything. You're actually putting yourself at risk because there are people going faster than you, and they're the ones who are going to make some mistake and do something wrong to you. So always assume someone else is going to make a mistake. Okay, I see a lot of people complaining online that, oh my god, Dubai drivers are so bad. Touch wood, in my more than almost close to a decade of driving here, both bike and car, I have not had an accident. That's because I don't blame other drivers for everything. There are going to be bad drivers. Every time you drive, there are going to be bad drivers. You can't expect everyone to be professional drivers like you, thinking like you. You can't expect that to happen. See, there are some good drivers like this who will give you way. I've noticed actually both the drivers who gave me way are Lexuses. Also remember that people blame bikers for a lot of things in Dubai, especially the delivery riders, but I will tell you how much these people are abused on the roads. Like you saw there, right? A guy came close to me, I looked back and he went back. He didn't come very close to me, but I just saw him in my mirrors, I looked at him and he left back. But for delivery riders, they will abuse them, they will push them, they will try to get them out of the lane. Because in bikes, okay, there's another reason. So if any car people are watching this and you're thinking, why do bikes drive on the side of the lane like this? I'm not driving here because I want to filter. I'm actually driving this lane because of 3 reasons. One, when there are oil spills on cars, they tend to be on the center of the road. So I don't want to drive over oil with these sort of tires. You know, for any bike, like a car may not slip or will not slip, but a bike will slip. So we don't want oil on our tires. That's one. The second one is I want to see ahead. If I'm behind a car, I can only see one car ahead, right? I can only see the car in front of me. I will not be able to see all the other cars, what they're doing in front of me. So that's another reason we drive in the side of the lane, so I can actually see multiple cars ahead. So even when you see here, there were many cars that start braking ahead, I will brake before them. I brake before most cars actually, because I have, if a car has, let's say 2 cars of, like they want to see 2 cars ahead, I want to see 5 cars ahead. I want to see 5 cars ahead because I am the one who's going to pay the price. Whatever happens, it's you that's going to pay the price, okay? So you have to be responsible for that. So make sure that you can look ahead, and if anyone does anything within your lane and you want to take evasive action, someone puts very sudden brake, you can immediately cut and go into that small gap. You get it? If I was behind a car, now I'm a sitting duck. In fact, what I did there was wrong. See, that's what happens. I was actually sitting on his blind spot. That's why I quickly accelerated out, and that guy was nicely having a phone in one hand and he was talking. And that's something I keep doing, is I keep looking at the mirrors of people to make sure, yes, that guy can see me. If he can see me, then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm in a more safer spot than somewhere where I would be sitting in his blind spot. If you see him, he sees you. That's the logic. And you know, in most super bikes, we always use engine braking a lot. So make sure when you're going to use engine braking that press your back brakes as well. Make sure to press your back brakes so your lights illuminate, your brake lights. Because what happens with engine braking most of the times is your bike decelerates very fast. See this one, this is kind of a dangerous spot, because that guy was, what I saw, he was looking front, so he's not going to quickly cut into that lane. Whenever you see a small gap for another car to enter, get ready for something to happen. If you notice, I'm always covering my brakes with 2 fingers. Only when I filter, mostly when I filter. Or when I'm downshifting also I do that, when I'm braking and downshifting at the same time. So you see, I saw this guy's wheels turn. I saw his wheels turn, I realized something could happen. That's why I immediately pressed the brake. Cars also have body language, by the way. So you have to pay attention to a car's body language. See, another reason we filter is because, trust me, it's not possible to do this heavy clutch again and again and again. It's just not possible. My left hand will go numb if I keep doing that in a traffic like this, a start-stop traffic like this. That's it, I won't be able to drive. See, I saw this guy move slightly to the right and I got ready on my brakes, I even applied it. So yeah, remember to always stay vigilant. The only thing that can protect you on the road is defensive driving. Nothing else is going to be protecting you like your own ability to defensive drive. Nothing else can protect you. Alright, so the onus of driving safe is on you. There's no use blaming others. And whenever I see these sort of places where I see one car here and no car there, I'll come to the side of the car. So I know that guy can look at me. If I was on that lane, there's very high chance that this guy can move into my lane. But that only happens if this guy doesn't see me. So yeah, for all those guys asking, driving to office is very much possible, and in fact a lot of fun as well. I love driving to office. And my temperature on my bike is pretty good. It's 90 degrees. My fan never came on, I think, because my fan comes on at 94, I think. 94, it comes on. So it's right now 93. Now it's gonna come on in a second or so. So yes, that's me, by the way. So I'm just leaving my office. I'm heading home for lunch, but I will continue my video, which I was doing in the morning. Doesn't show any traffic here, but looks like there is some traffic. So yeah, another thing is, when you're on a bike, okay, one of the most important thing, or even in a car actually, when you change lanes, is you have to accelerate. You cannot change lane without accelerating. So when you accelerate and change lane, you're actually not driving into someone. You're always going in a very diagonal path, right? When you what ends up happening is, a lot of people, when they want to change lane, they think the safest thing to do is to hit their brakes, because they feel brake is equal to safe, everything else is equal to unsafe. So they end up using so much brake that it actually makes harder for, there's always these people who complain, oh my god, I whenever I put indicator, people drive into, speed up. Whenever I put indicator, people speed up. That's actually what's really happening, is you're pressing your brake or you're leaving your accelerator. That's what's happening. It is very important that when you change lanes, you press the accelerator. Look at this beautiful view. Man, I just love Dubai. I hope you guys heard the bombs in the tunnel. I mean, it's literal bomb is what it is. I love that tunnel just for that reason. It's so nice to hear. So you're gonna be seeing more videos like this. I think the wind is pushing me to one side. It's so windy right now. So this road used to be a 100 road. I don't know, this guy is driving on both the lanes. He's driving half here, he's driving half here, he's driving on both the lanes. I don't know what he's doing.